Let's talk about driving for Uber Eats in 2026. Only the new stuff. What is new for this year? And what are, the tips and tricks you should use if you're a courier to make the most money? Number one, let's talk about something pretty new. And yes, it is tied to your pay. At least we'll say your incentive pay, but should it be? Let's talk DIS, or Driver Insights Score. Your Driving Insights Score, if you didn't know, measures the things about, yes, your driving, and you get a certain score, and you need a certain score to qualify now for certain incentives, specifically Quest bonuses. I found it kind of hard to find firstly. So here's how you find the DIS here. So click on this or tap on this safety shield, go into Safety Hub, and then here in Trip Details, it says Driving Insights. And it's not just like speeding and braking. Oh no, they monitor more. I was pretty surprised to see that they monitor your braking, yes, any speeding, yes, but phone handling. How? Accelerating, turning, and here's my driving score. Actually, I'm the top 2%, apparently here in Pittsburgh, at a excellent 99 out of 100. In here, they'll show you your last 10 scores, but also rider feedback about your driving. Now, I know we're talking about Uber Eats here, but if you do both, look at this. They actually show you trip by trip, which actual trip had, what do they call it? An event. And on my wonderful profile, apparently, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I don't speed and stuff. They'll show you no event detected, keep it up. No event detected, keep it up. Phone handling, this CMT, this branch or company thing that they're partnering with, defines phone handling as an event where you type, tap, swipe, or make handheld calls while your phone is unmounted and your vehicle is in motion. So I assume, like, obviously it can track if you tap on something on the phone, and it can track when the vehicle is moving. And I guess it can track the phone moving around as well because it's unmounted. I always tell you, like, yes, it makes so much sense, safety-wise, etc. for you. Get a phone holder, even if you're not going to pay attention to this DIS score. Just get a phone mount holder. I'll leave some or tag some here. Okay, you've talked about DIS enough, Mike. How does this relate to my pay? Well, since you asked, it does pertain to this. The Quest incentive is a batch incentive. You have to complete a certain amount of deliveries, and then you get the bonus pay, but now only, at least in parts, if you have a certain DIS score. It used to not be that way. It used to just be Quest bonuses and no DIS. So here's to answer your question. Should you alter your driving to hit a DIS so you can qualify for a Quest? Listen, I'm trying to give you a neutral stance here. If you're driving recklessly, don't do that anyway. Don't drive recklessly. Don't speed. You're not going to squeeze out more offers per hour, and you don't want to endanger yourself and others. Number one, that should be common sense. But I'm glad I don't have to change anything or edit. I don't have any events here, because if you're driving normally, no, you shouldn't have to change anything because your DIS should be fine. Next, let's talk about that surge pay. Staying on, yes, pay. You know that surge pay, that bonus incentive that I've seen since I started gig work in 2015. Consider subscribing and like this video if you can. Surge pay. Here's what I see in Pittsburgh. Anecdotal, so share if you see surge pay on Uber Eats deliveries, because take a look. On mobility, on rideshare, surge aplenty. Look at that. So much surge per ride incentives. Excellent. I earn an extra whatever per trip. Now, if we filter out the Uber Pets, the Uber X, the rideshare, now look at the map. Nothing. I don't get any surge pay. I have not gotten surge pay on delivery on Uber Eats in years. Your mileage may vary. Now, let's go back to rideshare, something that I don't do as much. Tons of surge. Tons of surge pay. Is it something with my profile? Is it something with just, hey, no, it's Pittsburgh. It's your marketplace. More people do delivery, so we need more of an incentive on rideshare. What do you think it is? Pertaining to this per ride or per delivery bonus, the surge pay, the basics, if you don't know it. Don't chase that surge pay. You better not chase this surge pay because it's constantly changing. It changes every, 3-5 minutes or so. So don't chase it. Don't go drive towards it unless you really, really, really know your marketplace, because it's going to change. And if you are going to drive 1 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes away. Now, surge is stackable, so that's nice. You can get surge pay and then also work towards one of those quests and other incentives. It's all stackable, which means you can earn all of those at the same time. Category number 3 here, something that is brand new to 2026, and this is so new, I don't even have this yet at the time of filming this video, so let me know if you have this. Brand new. Number 1, well, this is maximizing the new driver app. That's what we're calling this section here. So number 1, try catering setup runs. So this is a new feature just announced in late 2025. You're gonna see this in 2026. So you can do a catering run, fine, but it pays even more because there's setup required. As with basically all catering, there's not gonna be as much volume, as much choice, as many offers, but it's gonna be typically a lot higher margined, higher pay. Why? Because they're ordering more stuff, ordering more food. So 10%, 15% tip, or whatever it is, typically it's gonna be a higher average tip. Next, newly announced, more so peace of mind. I mean, well, this actually would pertain to accepting higher dollar offers, $10+, $15 if you can get lucky, $20+ offers. You'll get all of that. And you don't have to worry about the customer tip being reduced at all. Not even zeroed out, but reduced. Why? It's this new tip guarantee. So if your offer card says tip guaranteed or guaranteed tip included or whatever it says, you're guaranteed that full amounts. Even if that customer reduces or zeroes out that tip, Uber Eats is gonna pay the difference. That is arguably one of the biggest announcements in the whole gig economy that we saw in 2025. And then another announcement, late 2025, digital tasks. It's not going to be a lot. So it's a non-delivery task. You can do it from home. It is audio messages or something, and then uploading receipts or documents. Yes, it's being used to train AI, so you don't have to do it. It's going to pay you to upload documents, receipts, or audio or whatever that is. It's not going to pay a lot, but it provides something maybe when you're waiting for an offer or something like that. Okay, now let's actually go into the app. Let's take a look at a few orders here. Here is your standard single delivery request, and it's the basics. You know, does it pay enough? $11.78 in this example. You have 30 to 45 seconds or so to accept this offer. I think it's 30, more so 45 on DoorDash. So I'm looking, does it pay at least $1.75 paid up per mile? The smaller and smaller marketplace that you're in, you're going to have to lower these thresholds a little bit. You're going to have just less stuff to choose from. So $11.78, 3 miles, solid. Then I'm looking at the dollars to time ratio, we call it. So how much am I getting paid and how much time is it really going to take? Because Uber says 20 minutes. So you can, use that. It's based on like historical data and stuff like that. But also, your marketplace. So here, delivering to here. If you know the restaurant even better, how fast are they? How is parking? Any other delays? Will it really take 20 minutes? I look at, yes, that restaurant. So in this case, Red Robin. I know that area, it's in the waterfront down here. Parking is fine. There's a dedicated parking lot. That restaurant typically isn't too busy, so I'd feel fine about that. And then the ending destination as well. The ending area, is that a good spot to finish in? Is there other restaurants, plazas around there, customers, or is it like in the middle of nowhere, a suburban neighborhood, and you will have to drive somewhere to a restaurant to do an actual pickup? Everything can't be absolutely perfect, so I kind of look in that order, right? Dollars to mile, dollars to time, positioning, and then I kind of go for the smaller stuff after that. Okay, let's look at a stacked offer here. So this is just gonna be 2 or more assignments for one driver. In this case, $20.07. Just make a note, it does say exclusive. So if it does say that, that just means it's sent to exclusively you. There's other stuff like Trip Radar. We won't get into that necessarily in this video. Trip Radar, it's sent to multiple couriers at one time. So this is, as that number denotes there, 2 deliveries. Now, I typically want you to have a minimum of $7 per delivery. Why? Because you can only complete 2 to 3 deliveries an hour. I want you to make $20 to $25 per hour. So do the math, you'd need to have a certain threshold. Otherwise, if you do like what, $4 offers, you just did 16 an hour. It's not enough. Now on stacked orders like this, typically that might be a little bit lower. Not in this case, which is fantastic. Each delivery is in essence $10. Wonderful. Mileage, pretty good. It's at least $2 a mile. That's above our threshold of $175. It's taking 34 minutes. So if your goal, which it should be, $20 to $25 an hour, you just made $20 in 34 minutes. You basically have the full back half of that hour to make even more money. So this is already going to be a $20 an hour time slot here, and hopefully we can add on to that. Now for this one, I am here in Pittsburgh. So imagine this was your marketplace, because the ending destination, as I told you, I'm thinking about all this stuff. It wasn't the best ending destination, but for that pay, for that time, I just hopped back in. Again, ideally 1 to 4 or 5 minutes of commuting or empty miles without an assignment. That is fine. I will take that little sacrifice because I'm making good money in 34 minutes. And lastly, don't leave this video yet, because we also need to talk about money in 2026, their rewards program, preferred deliveries. And is it worth it? Well, take a look at my Uber Eats Pro profile. So your profile is going to say Uber Eats Pro or Uber Pro. Uber Pro is rideshare and food delivery, or just rideshare. Uber Eats is just Uber Eats. So you have to hit certain thresholds to get bumped up the priority tier. So it says, hey, you don't have preferred deliveries, get your acceptance rate up to 30% to unlock it. And we can see I need at least 30% acceptance rate, the satisfaction rate of 90%, and then a cancellation rate of 8% or lower. Just think about if you want to do that, because once you start to rank, tier 1 is gold, you get gold preferred deliveries, prioritized for higher paying deliveries over green status. Green's what everyone has. It's like the standard status. Now, if you get even higher, and again, the metrics that I showed you, there's going to be even higher metrics to hit, then you qualify for platinum. But then you get the platinum priority, which is over gold. And then if you satisfied the highest tier, then you get diamond, same kind of thing. And you can see here, there's some other perks as well, but you get the highest priority to get those higher paying offers. The thing that I've always said, I've tried preferred deliveries, I've tried DoorDash's Dasher rewards. The math has to make sense for you. If you were to accept, let's say, at least 30% of offers, is it going to be a net positive? So I accepted 30%, but after that, the margin, the pay that I'm going to get, is it really worth it? Like, is the juice worth the squeeze kind of thing? So if you make more money, this is all it comes down to. If you make more money on preferred deliveries while maintaining, because you got to maintain what, at least 30%, at least from my marketplace at gold, maintaining that, are you making more money than if you wouldn't maintain that and you just like hand select or cherry pick the highest offers yourself? So what did I leave out, if anything, for 2026 on Uber Eats? I know there's a lot of basics and some of that stuff we could talk about. I'll leave some more resources linked down below. How would you optimize for Uber Eats in your market?